What are some of the big trends you can see emerging at today's event?
Specifically what we're talking to customers about is their identity security and the challenges that they're facing moving from the traditional on-premise network security to a much more modern end-user endpoint protection society.
What are some of the big challenges that some of these people that are approaching your stand are facing when it comes to keeping themselves secure?
Yeah, the big one for us is multi-factor authentication. So how do you get multi-factor authentication onto a system that was never designed to have multi-factor authentication on it in the first place? So that's one of the big ones we're talking to customers about. The other one is just around the manual joiners, movers, leavers process. So it takes up a lot of the IT admin's time just simply creating a user, taking away their access. So how can we improve that process and make a company more secure in the process?
Makes sense. And obviously, one of the big talking points at the event today has been AI. It's been talked about around all the stands. How is that sort of impacting the space of identity management and cybersecurity as a whole?
Really, it evolves around the idea of understanding what someone should have access to, not necessarily by their job description, but what other people in the company are doing and what they have access to. Also falls into threat insights. So what looks like normal behavior and what isn't normal behavior. So, someone logging in at 3:00 in the morning, is that necessarily a suspicious bit of activity? Is it not a suspicious bit of activity? It's kind of a mixed bag, really. AI in the identity space is definitely a very, very brand new feature compared to some other areas that you'll see at Infosec today.
What one song would you use to describe the current state of cybersecurity and why?
I would just use Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On because everyone hates it. It's an absolute nightmare, but it's never ever going to change. So keeps us all in business, I suppose.
For the latest tech insights, visit em360tech.com.